All right, hey there, it's Chris, and this is for you if you're a business or a tech leader or even an individual contributor and you want more out of your work. You want your projects to move forward faster. You want more customer success. You really want to enjoy your workplace more. This is the P.L.A.Y framework, and we're here to talk about A. So we've gone already through P, which is prototype. We've gone through L, which is leverage gamification. This one is called adopt mashups. And I'll talk about that a little bit, but first tell a quick story. If you're at a large or even a small company, you probably have a tech framework or a reference architecture or a blueprint that you're shooting for. Very often those are shaped by what vendors are telling you are the best things to go forward with. And sorry to be so blunt with that, but usually it is an Amazon or a VMware or a Google or a Microsoft kind of saying this is where you want to head towards. And it's heavily influencing things, or Gartner or one of those. It's not always a best match for your business, but it can feel like the right thing to do because there's a lot of momentum and a lot of marketing by it. And it's not a wrong thing, but here's where the miss can happen. It can feel like until we have the new platform or this new approach, or we do this thing this new way that we don't know how to do yet, we can't move at all. Or that new thing is really expensive at first because you don't have the expertise, you don't have all the things built up ready to go, and you've got to build those, and that means it takes more time and it's expensive, and the project suddenly becomes really bloated and it can be really dismaying. Okay? What can be missed are, yes, that might be the target. There's nothing wrong with that target, or this is the best way to do things, but what are your phases to get there? And what do you already have that you could use and put together? Maybe it's not the most technically eloquent, but it's secure and safe, and it's already your approved technology. We're not talking about going rogue here. And you can move the dial and go forward. It's a mashup. So maybe you use a couple tools that normally wouldn't use together, but you could use them in a prototype situation or in the short term. I want to talk through one of those I've used at a real company, so you know this is real and not something I typed into ChatGPT or I just made up to get people to watch a video. This is real stuff, and I'm so excited about it because when you do use it, it really moves the dial like nothing I've seen. So I was at a large company. I'm going to keep it nameless again to protect them because this could be any large company. And they were really interested in redoing some things for the environments that serve their customers. And like many of those environments, they had multiple applications. They wanted to go to single pane of glass. Those things rarely get funded in the portfolio projects, and they were still stuck. And the customer service folks are doing an amazing job, but they needed way better tools. The frameworks that are being put up front of them were in the double-digit millions of numbers or single-digit millions of numbers that they just didn't have. But at the same time, they had a lot of tools that they could use right in front of them to move the dial. One of them was actually a data visualization that showed just about everything about the customer, which is what they were typing in the 20 different applications to get anyway, right? So tweaking that a little bit and then adding a few things to it moved the dial more than I even expected. This was something I thought would live maybe a few months. It lived for 3 years. It actually won an international award for it, which greatly surprised me. We're greatly humbled by that, and helped move the dial actually towards the end state, the more expensive thing where we wanted to go. And by that time, we had inertia, we had funding, we had excitement, and we had learned a lot about what we really wanted, so we could be super efficient in that more expensive environment when we deployed. So that mashup literally was a data visualization that we nearly already had, and we got super close within a day, and we refined that over a month to make it near perfect. It involved some very simple add-ons to that, which, by the way, we're using approved technologies, approved interfaces, secure, all of the things that matter to the company, private, all those things were there. This, again, is not about going rogue and throwing crappy stuff together. But more often than not, the technology is mature enough in your organization that sometimes a mashup of things that might not make sense could really help you move the dial as a phase to get there, right? If you want to go all microservices, let's say, or all in on Salesforce, or all in on Databricks, or those things, there's phases to get there. And if you can do some mashups on the way, you will actually accelerate that. A lot of data projects I see have this great goal. Let's pull all the data in one place. And they end up changing. A new CTO comes in and the data going one place moves to a different place. And you have like this sort of digital wasteland or graveyard of things. if you do little steps to this and there are phases to it, the likelihood of you reaching that end state and things being, for example, all in one place is a lot higher. Remember, IT projects fail at an amazingly high rate. There's almost 1.56 trillion lost every year, and those technology projects not going well. And it's not about the technology, it's about your approach to it. And this P.L.A.Y framework I've seen work again and again and again everywhere I've been. And so if this is exciting to you and you want to chat about it, you can comment below if this is on a social media post, or this is here on YouTube. Innovation Enabler at Instagram's a great way to reach me. We can just chat about it and see if there's a fit for you. So that's it. I will see you in the next one. Again, you can use any one of these 4 and make things better in your corporation. But if you use them all together, it's amazing. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned and see number 4, which is why. We'll see you there.